All right, folks, we're back, and we've got more events to tell you about. We've got Pat Kennefic here with Florence Sylvester Senior Center. We've got a mix of ongoing events and seasonal events.
Exactly, yeah. It's
all right, Pat. Well, let's take it away with Spring is in the Air luncheon.
Yeah. So, as you know from previous visits, we like to, have a party at once a month if we can with lunch. So this one is Spring is in the Air.
Okay.
There's our lovely colorful flyer there. So we're gonna have some games and kind of a combination between spring, new beginnings, some little Easter fun in there we'll toss in, and of course entertainment. We'll have singing and dancing and all that kind of fun stuff. So we just ask everybody to call us and make reservations 2 days in advance. Okay. And our lunch is just a reminder, they're a suggested contribution of $5.50 if you're over 60, and a cost of $7.50 if you're under. And it's open to everybody. So we really like to, have some fun and have people over for lunch.
That sounds like a great way to launch the season.
Yeah, I'm trying to get an Easter bunny to come too. So.
Are you really?
Yeah.
I don't know. It sounds like from Michael and William's interview.
I know.
There's some horses running around with some Easter bunny ears.
I saw that. That's great.
Maybe you can get a couple of those.
Maybe I can borrow one and see if they'll send it over. That would be great. So I'll have to talk to them after this.
At least take photos with it.
Exactly. A new photo op for the senior center.
Absolutely. I love it. Okay, and next up you have chair yoga. I really love this. I love what it's doing for people.
Yeah, we do have a few yoga things, and it's really important because it helps everybody with strength, stretching, all those types of things for your body. Because as you age, that's one of the first things that goes. So this is
flexibility.
The flexibility, exactly.
Absolutely.
So it's really nice because it's in a small environment. You can get one-on-one help with either Barbara or Jill, our instructors, or even Pam for our laughter yoga. And it's a really nice intimate group. It's Tuesdays and Thursdays at 11, and then we're doing the afternoon on Wednesdays at 2. So we want to get some more people who like to sleep in. Maybe they'll come in the afternoon and do some chair yoga with us and do some stretching, and it's just really peaceful. I actually did it a couple weeks ago.
Great way to start your day.
Yeah, it was actually. Mm-hmm. So it's just really nice, and it's a great group of people. So
do you limit the class size to that?
I'm sorry?
Do you limit the class size?
We don't. I mean, we can, but it's on average, it's anywhere between like 8 people to 12 people, depending
that's a
really.
Great size.
Which is the perfect size for yoga because it's nice and personal that way.
Well, I do like that the instructors can come over and sort of readjust or realign if somebody's in a position that might be compromising.
Exactly, and they're trained to do that, so it's perfect. Yeah. And then our laughter yoga that we have too is a little bit more of the fun side. Oops, sorry. It's very similar in a sense, but this is taught by Pam, and it's just a lot of fun and just kind of, some silliness with same concepts of moving your body and just letting go of stress. So it's kind of like you can take one in the morning and then do the laughter in the afternoon and just kind of, end your day that way. So it's a really nice group.
And so what is she up there telling jokes? I mean, how is she getting... How's the laughter involved?
We bring in a comedian. No, no. It's just like making funny faces and breathing and being silly and that kind of thing. Kind of like what we're doing a little bit with the laughing, but it's with yoga and it's just a fun type of thing. It's gotten really popular. In all age groups and everything, but it's really nice because you'll smile and make a silly face, and then if you make a sound or laugh or all different types of things like that. So it's just fun, and you're also doing something good for your body, which is really nice.
Right. It really creates that positive mindset.
Exactly, yeah. Release the stress, out with the bad, keep the good in, and have some fun.
Get those dopamine drips going.
Exactly.
Naturally.
Yes, exactly. Of course.
Well, speaking of dopamine and natural, let's move on to medication consultation. I think this one's pretty important. I would imagine that a lot of people would have either expired medications or medications that they haven't used in quite some time. And it's like, what is this for?
Exactly. And I know from personal experience, I was a caregiver for my own mom, and I actually met the gentleman, Bill Liu, who does this years ago. when my mom was assigned a new medication and it interacted with another one, which the pharmacist said it could, and turns out I was referred to him. We spoke over the phone. He was fantastic, and he really went through all of the medications that this is one you should take in the morning with or without food. This is one if you take supplements, because we all take the vitamins because it's natural, don't take it with this type of medication. So it was a huge difference that I noticed with my own mom, that when she took the medications how he advised, it made a big difference for her. They were more effective. They helped her mood because she was taking certain things at different times of the day. So it kind of like stress relief. She had anxiety. So it really helped with that. So it's incredibly important.
Incredibly important.
And it's such a great service that he offers to come, sit down. I encourage people to call and make an appointment with him. Bring your medications, bring your supplements, bring whatever it is you're taking, and he will go over it with you and help. You can write down the things and everything. But it's a really important service that's out there.
Okay, so you've got this ongoing from April through December, various times, 5 different times for the rest of the year.
That's correct. Yeah, and I wanted to publish them just because it is such a great service, and people will. We all go to the doctors and get new medications so they can get an idea of when he's going to be coming, when they can get the one-on-one appointment with him, and plan that way. So I thought we'll do it that way.
Okay. And should they call for reservations?
Absolutely, yes, because it is individual and it's it's with him for 30 minutes. We want to make sure everybody gets a slot in there. So yeah.
Okay. All right. That's very important.
Yes.
All right. And we know that every senior has a story to tell.
They do. They definitely do. And I know there was something like this, or was going to be offered in the village as well. So we've had Ellie with us for, I think it's almost a year doing this program, the guided autobiography. So she's going to be back again with a new group in April. There is going to be a very minor cost with it to cover all the materials that she's doing, her time, because she's certified and trained in this. And it's really to get a group of people together. It's been so successful that they actually wanted to have an advanced group, meet as well, because the groups work together. They're sharing their stories and they're writing, and really bond. So it's a great group. We do ask that people commit to the 7 weeks, and it's a class that's going to be limited in size, just because we have one instructor, and she really wants to make sure that she can work with everybody individually. So it's a really
hands-on, information and instruction. Fantastic. I love that. Next, this one's pretty dear to my heart. I love animals. Guide dogs for the blind, presentation and visit.
I'm the same way. I love animals as well. And this is so close to my heart for multiple reasons. I actually worked with a gentleman with guide dogs for the blind when he was in 9/11. So I'm very familiar with the program, and if I was able to, I would be a puppy raiser myself. But we have lovely Penny in Glendale, her puppy that she is raising, and they're going to come to our center next Friday, April 4th at 1 o'clock, and do a presentation about the organization, about what they do, about the puppy raiser program, and then there's a opportunity, which is I'm really excited about, to have some of the canine companion dogs come and visit seniors at the center.
I love that.
So, and it's, as you know, animals are really, great for stress relief and just companionship and everything. And I'm so happy that we're able to do this, and Penny's offering her time and everything to come and, let everybody know about the program and what it offers. And then the fact that we can learn about these dogs, you're not supposed to go up and rub their little heads like I try to do all the time.
I know, it's so tempting.
It is, it really is. And they're such sweet animals, and the connection and bond that they have with their people that they're helping is incredible. So
yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to give them up.
Yeah, I'd probably have a farm. So yeah,
all
but
right,
it's a great thing.
You have your monthly birthdays,
Yep.
but people need to probably call you and reserve for that because we're out of time today. But thank you so much for joining us today. Appreciate all of your wonderful events coming up.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yes, and after the messages, we'll be right back with a look at the weekend's movie preview. And I think Michael's going to sneak back in also, so stay tuned.